So let's see what your general reading is for today. I can feel this is already going to be a very spiritual reading. Animal guardian, eagle, protection, but a warning. This is a strong warning here. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. See from a higher perspective. Protect yourself by making a decision about who you are and what you are here to do and what you want to do. There are dark energies surrounding you, and they are trying to take advantage of the fact that you aren't making a certain decision somewhere in your life right now. We have shapeshifter, transform, and unveil your gifts. Now is the time to take action. Again, you are not taking action on a particular feeling that you feel guided to do. And your guardian angels are saying, listen, we need you to understand this, okay? Something you already understand, so I guess they're reiterating is probably the better way of how they're presenting this message to me, which is we're reiterating how when you don't make a decision on something, everything is still evolving. The circumstances are still evolving. Everything tied to this is still evolving. Nothing stays the same. Even think about, let's say you've been struggling with this for months now, years now, weeks now, however long it is. Think of the circumstances surrounding yourself, the situation, the world at whole. Look at how vastly different things are from then even until now. That is a perfect example of how to show that nothing ever actually stays the same. It's important that you make a decision because at some point you have been able to master the polarities of your external environment when it comes to the masculine and the feminine. And when you don't make a decision, when you question yourself, when you doubt yourself, when you hold yourself back, not because you feel that you're meant to hold yourself back, but because there's something distracting you from moving continuously forward, or if something is preventing you from moving forward with something that you feel compelled to do, you're stopping yourself, okay? This is not saying that you feel that you should put a stop to something. This is you purposefully stopping yourself from something in particular. It feels spiritually connected to you and driven. It feels like you're driven to do this, but you're stopping yourself for whatever reason this is. And your guardian angels are saying, that's going to bring the feminine and masculine balance into a more unbalanced environment. It's going to feel more chaotic. And I'm seeing it in terms of like a sweater. I'm seeing the strings. So it's unraveling. It's loosening the strings, and they need you to tighten this back up and continue to move forward. I'm seeing an image of a glass breaking. So it's like breaking the ceiling, right? The glass ceiling of where it is that you may perceive yourself or allowing yourself to exceed. They're saying break that glass ceiling and allow yourself to go past the image of what you could even imagine. Allow us, your guardian angels, to assist you on this. It's a higher. This eagle is perfectly in line, I see, with like the God card for me. So it's perfectly in line with spirit, perfectly in line with God, and it's anchored here by the masculine and feminine. But I'm noticing how they're both surrounded by these animals and also a ghost of the past. So there's a ghost of the past that's been tying you to a near stationary crawl. Like it's a crawl. It's like the way I'm seeing is kind of like this long string or like a long rubber band, and so it's as if you've been walking, moving forward. You've been progressing, but you've been holding on to the ghost of the past, and now it's at the hardest of the tension between the ghost of the past and where you've grown towards. And so now it's slowed down. Now your guardian angels are saying that there's a group of entities. I say entities because it's not clear to me whether this is going to be represented into your life or has already been represented into your life as people or if this is just sticking strictly to the spiritual side of things, of, you know, these energies that have not ever incarnated and cannot incarnate because of the low vibration that I'm getting from this. Now, it's not super low vibration. That's why it's a little dicey, because there is this opportunity I see with this vibration where it could somehow rise into this field. Okay, so again, this is similar. I'm not seeing it perfectly clear, but they're looking at you, they're surrounding you, they're trying to tempt you, and the temptation I see here is the temptation not to act. The temptation not to make a decision, the temptation to stay beneath the glass ceiling, the temptation to allow chaos that is self-imposed chaos, because it's you know, causing maybe some sort of mental clutter, mental distraction, physical clutter, so on and so forth, to distract you or slow you down from what it is that you know that you're here to do. So your guardian angels are saying, focus on what it is that you're here to do and be relentless in that pursuit. That is what you feel you want to do. That's what you want to do. And yet the ghosts of the past and the inability to make a decision has put you at a slower pace right now. And it's a warning, a warning, a warning, warning, warning. Hey, let's pick up the pace. Let's get this done. Let's keep going forward. Enough of the energies around you allowing themselves to take a part of your light. The consummation of your light. There's the wisdom I see here. They're saying tap into that inner wisdom, tap into that. Well, they're pulling me to the galaxy now in this particular card in the distance, and so it feels like this mystical element. It's like continue to allow yourself to exist in this mystical element when it comes to your mind. So it's not necessarily becoming ungrounded, but it's acknowledging, it's reveling or revering, not reveling. The revere is like reverence is what I'm really getting the words reverence. And then I can feel it into like my third eye. So it's just connecting and staying connected and acknowledging and living in that truth, and maybe even continuing to master. It's like even if you master something, there's always something to practice. There's always something to learn. And so I'm seeing, you know, for example, they're saying talk to us more, like ask us for signs, look for the signs, and when you see the signs, acknowledge this as a sign. All of these things, they're pointing out, they're pulling you to, and then they're showing a portal. So they're saying, look at this particular card and see this as a vortex or a portal, and it's pulling you in. And this eagle I'm seeing has, well, you know, it doesn't look like a good eagle. It actually does. It looks like it's like, masking as good. So they're saying something that could present itself as very enticing. For example, something that may feel comfortable and safe, easy, like an easy outlet, an easy choice. It's keeping you stagnant when you know that you are drawn to something that is going to be more of a challenge, something that's pure. So they're saying don't fall into temptation, don't fall into the negative trap, and it doesn't have to present itself necessarily as in those kinds of ways. It can be in a more enticing, simple way, the enticement of simplicity. And they're just showing this jaguar, but it's not a good jaguar. It's like literally sniffing you out. Like the energies, the negative energies are sniffing you out. And they're saying to not reveal all. You know, it says unveil your gifts. But the reality is, as you make a decision, as you move forward, there is some way for you to... It's the Antichrist. That's what I'm getting. Like, this eagle is the Antichrist. It's like it's presenting itself as one thing, as a savior, right? It's like, oh, this is so easy. This is just simple. This is like the answer. I'm just going to go with this. Even though I know that I'm compelled to do something else, I'm going to go with this. And so what are you doing? You're giving it to distraction. You're giving into playing small. You're giving into the glass ceiling, right? So as you smash the glass ceiling, as you unveil yourself, as you stand true to yourself, there's something else. This is gonna have to, you're just gonna have to figure this out for yourself, because it is probably just too vast for those that are watching. But it's something to do. Okay, like they're showing me like I'm assuming this is her earrings, and it's the butterfly wings, but it's like death. Each one represents a death and rebirth. So it's something that you would have died and been reborn over and over and over again. Whether this is a past life thing or this is represented in real life, like something that you work towards and then had destroyed, then work towards again, something with yourself, with your career, something like that. And they're saying there's something to do with this where do not reveal all your intentions to the enemy. You know, it's kind of like, I think that's a lot more clear, I feel, where you don't have to reveal your intentions. Like, you don't have to reveal it all. You can still unveil your gifts. You can still be who you are, but you can have your hidden essentials hidden. Like, you can keep things quiet, keep things private. Okay? So we have High Priestess, harness mystic power. There you go. Repeat. But this is you see it flipped. It flipped. The feminine precedes the masculine, anchored in by Skyfather, the Christ, Antichrist, Christ, right? The eagle is still here, but this is real. This is the real eagle, and this is divinity anchored, the priest and the priestess, right? The shapeshifter and the animal guardian. Like, it's the same. Past lives come to fruition through your actions. They're saying your past life has come to fruition through your action and inactions. And in order to let go, you have to keep moving forward. And it may be painful to decide to make that decision. But when you communicate on a higher plane, then you're not going to feel that pain. You're not going to feel that stress. And you'll see the fallacy in allowing yourself to not change. When you allow yourself to continually exist in the higher vibration, it will not resonate with you to acknowledge lower vibrations. And acknowledging a lower vibration includes staying somewhere where you know you're not comfortable. It feels comfortable because it allows you to stay present in the constructed reality, not in a balanced reality where you can acknowledge and exist and master this constructed reality, but also reach above, acknowledge, exist, and perfect that balance between truth of existence and why you're here, and continuously acknowledge, because the less that you acknowledge it, there's a part of you that will believe it less, and it's pulling you away from that psychic truth that you have. There's a solidarity in spirit where your guides want you to remain and exist in, where the masculine and the feminine absorb into one. And from there, you will vibrate out the light of truth. And as it comes down into this existence, it will come out in the 3D, in your work, in your ethics, in the way you walk, everything. So they're saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I split the deck to pull another card. It's this card. Again, the lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So you will master the outer and the inner and beyond. And this is what you have. It's not to look forward to, and it's not waiting for you. It is what exists and is. So allowing yourself to meet you where your destiny has told you you're supposed to be. So I've split it one more time for the final message, which is Direction Guardian, but of course this wants to peek through, which is the Earth Mother. The Earth Mother is comforting, is loving, and that's also that balance of, and I'm seeing a stream when I see this. I see a stream. So if you can find yourself a stream or a place with an ancient history, and to connect to it there, and to connect to the Earth Mother, and to honor yourself and to honor the connection that your body and your incarnation and potentially the reincarnation of self and that connectivity between your spirit and like your avatar, your avatar connected here and communicating with the Earth Mother. So they're saying connect with the Earth Mother, connect with not just with your spirit, but with your body and your connection to the earth. And you are responsible for choosing your path. You are responsible for following your destiny. You are guaranteed success when you do so. And so just continue to see yourself as this powerhouse and acknowledge yourself as this powerhouse and connect to those exact things and to set yourself on a higher path or set your sights higher. But in order to do that, it's shattering that glass ceiling and allowing the mysteries of the supernatural, your guardian angels, everyone's spirit to bring in what you may not realize is also out there as part of your path. Allow it to unfold in the way that it should, to surprise you. Allow spirit to surprise you as you manifest this powerful path that you're walking. Okay, so I will see you all in my next video. Bye.